Welcome back to episode 137 of Poogie's Milk. I'm your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben. It's episode 137. Today's topic. You heard about video games?
I have heard about video games, yes.
What do you think?
Not a fan.
I don't think they're going to catch on.
I don't think so either.
I think they're the devil's magic.
And they should be crucified. Every single video game.
You can't tell a football man where to go.
That's his right.
He gets to know where to go and decide and goes there.
We have Game of Thrones Oreos.
Oh yeah, I guess we could talk about Game of Thrones.
No, we
What do you think about Season 8? Spoilers for Season 8. Can you believe Sansa did that?
Why do you know Sansa's name?
I was talking about the MP3 company.
I thought you were talking about Girl Sans.
I keep my opinions on Game of Thrones light,
Close to my chest.
maybe not controversial.
Non-existent.
Can you believe what Jon Snow did?
That's very controversial.
I don't believe Arya did that. I don't think she did it. People think she did it, but I don't think she did it. That's not a controversial take. It's just a weird and wrong one.
I got a Targaryen cookie.
I did too. It's got dragons on
It's
it.
the three-headed dragons.
What do you think about that?
Cat's gonna love this episode.
So we talked about Avengers Endgame.
Oh no! The Targaryen brand was too weak.
The Targaryens have fallen. What if Jon Snow gets the Iron Throne? Wouldn't that be weird and out of the blue?
Yeah. I'm having a bit of a focus issue with my games recently. I'm playing One Piece, World Seeker,
Okay.
Metro Exodus, jumping between puzzle games on my Switch, and then Conan Exiles.
I noticed that last time I was here, you played in like the span of 15 minutes. You went Wario's Woods, Yoshi's Cookie, not Yoshi's Cookie, but Yoshi, and then Tetris 99.
Yeah. I'm not, dying to play Yoshi. I stopped playing after, when I was just, halfway into it, because it just goes on and on and on. But Wario's Woods and Tetris 99, I'm just, losing myself in puzzle games. I tried Dr. Mario, did not age well.
Yeah.
Wario's Woods is interesting enough to just, not... So I don't know how it aged. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You never played it before.
Yeah.
So you have nothing to go back to.
Exactly. Here, well, these cookies are very thin. They're frail.
I'm doing fine. But that's just because I handle my Game of Thrones a little better than you. I have this wolf one that's the Starks.
It's the Starks, yeah. What is this one? This lion? Is that the Martells?
And I have this one is the White King.
Or is that the Night King? It's the Ice King?
Oh, of course, that's my bad. He gets the princesses.
Right. So,
Man, an Adventure Time joke too. This is an episode for Kat.
oh yeah. I told her she'd like it. Because we were eating Game of Thrones cookies.
Gonna get us in sort of a Westerosi mood.
Yeah. Even though I've only watched one episode.
And I've watched
Ever.
no episodes.
Exactly.
But we did play through the complete Telltale game.
Could you imagine? We should do that.
Yeah.
Before we gain any more knowledge on Westeros.
It's weird because the game takes place exactly when...
Adventures Westeros takes place.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Johnny Stone is there.
What was salty? I just bit down on something that was salty.
Huh.
Weird.
It is a bit salty.
Oh, it's because it tastes like seawater. Like the drowned god.
Ah.
Oh.
A little bit of Jarek. One day.
We'll get there.
One day we'll get there.
I just have to upload the best episode of Adventures first.
The prison episode.
Yep. It's on the queue. I gotta finish listening to it.
Coming out.
Maybe tomorrow.
So, Conan Exiles is much like every single one of these crafting survival games that has come out in the recent at that time.
Yeah.
Boy, is the UI not friendly?
What about when you alter the dick size?
I'm not allowed to.
Huh?
It's only partial nudity, so I can only have boobs, but I can't remove the lower loincloth.
But you could do just the size?
The endowment
Yeah.
bar is blacked out.
What?
I can't. Everyone has an average sized penis.
What do you mean?
It's just how life is. Oh.
Nope.
Could you imagine if every dick was the same? There would be no war.
Oh yeah, there would be literally no war.
Yeah. That's always what it is. But anyway, it's the way you scavenge corpses, like that aren't like
Scavenge?
yeah, the way you like harvest corpses. Say I walk up to an animal.
Okay, but you said scavenge.
All right,
So
that's enough.
So let's talk about that a
That's
little bit.
enough. War. But I looked it up, and it's like you have to hit the corpse with your axe or your pickaxe, and then it'll drop meat and leather and stuff. Like that's how you do it, and I didn't know that because like in every other game, it's like you press square and you grab the things.
Sure.
Because that is also how it works when you're fighting humans
Oh.
that have things.
You need to get the stuff from. You have to hit the corpse.
No, you can just press square and loot their inventory.
Huh.
But you can also, like, then you can also hit the corpse to gather human flesh and leather.
Oh, why would you want that?
Yeah, there's a god you can take at the beginning of the game that lets you prepare flesh. Like human flesh.
To eat?
Yeah. Did not take that god.
What kind did you take?
Like a frost giant god, because that sounds fun.
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
You're a frost type of yourself.
Thanks.
6 mana, 4 and 2 blues.
Oh, man.
It's a 6/6.
Oh, man.
With if it becomes the target of a spell or ability, counter unless they pay 2. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, tap trigger permanent an opponent controls. It doesn't untap during the player's next untap step. That's you.
And the flavor text, what about that?
It doesn't have it. It doesn't have
Too
flavor
much?
text. It's got too much text.
Okay.
It's part of the Titan
Is it
cycle.
a common?
No, it's a mythic.
Oh. Okay.
Too much complexity for a common.
That's fair. What is the most complex common? I'm just going to finish my drink while you say that.
I think there's a card that's got buyback. No, Sprout Swarm. It's got Convoke and buyback. It's like 1 green, so you can pay 3 and tap creatures also to cast it, get a 1/1 and put it back in your hand.
Oh, damn.
I think that's the most complex common. Buyback is a complex mechanic. Grapeshot's also kind of complex. Storm is a confusing mechanic. I don't think there's any... there's a couple Cascade commons, but I don't think those are actually that complex. Is Dryad Arbor a common? No, Dryad Arbor is a rare. That's it. That's the list.
All right.
Most complex commons.
Okay. Well, anyway,
The more fun question is the least complex mythics.
tell me that.
I don't know off the top of my head what the most complex mythic is.
The most simple one?
The most simple mythic. There's got to be like some just like huge body mythic. But I can't. Imperious Grey Worm has Convoke and Indestructible, which I guess is kind of simple off the top of my head. Darksteel. Darksteel is an 11/11. Darksteel Titan Giant. 11/11. 11 mana. Indestructible.
Wow, okay.
That's it.
That's fair.
Simple.
Simple and easy.
Yeah.
3/11s.
investigate 311.
So, Conan Exiles.
Right, that's what we're talking about.
It's so... The crafting system is so weird. You get attribute points and knowledge points, and attributes go into, like, the, you know, the normal... A normal system, like, of stats and stuff.
Sure.
But knowledge points, you have to build them up and learn the knowledge of certain crafting materials, right? And, like, it's not presented well. I'll tell you that. It's a big old... You open your inventory. It's not a dedicated slot in your inventory. It's like your inventory, your character, what's equipped, and what you can craft. But everything's there.
Oh.
And you can, like, select filter, but it just gets... it just goes, like, the boxes just get black. They get dim to show what you're not selecting right now. So, like, you can go to the weapons tab, and there's the housing tab that's like thatched roof, upper corner west piece, and it's like, I don't want to build a house, man.
Yeah.
I really don't want to build a house.
Just randomly in a random spot?
Yeah.
Isn't it an MMO?
I'm playing in the single-player version.
That's smart.
You can just do a co-op single-player session.
That seems like fun.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking we would do if we ever played it. Rebel tried sitting on the phone real quick.
I haven't downloaded it yet. I haven't turned on my PS4 in a couple.
You should download it because it goes away on the 7th. Yeah, it's the April ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's today, the 6th?
It's the 6th, yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
seems like a home run.
Yeah. It's a big one, though. But you just have to add it to your library.
Right, yeah. That's the best thing about
70 gigs. Yeah.
That's the best thing about the PlayStation Now stuff. You can
Is it
just...
streaming?
Or not the streaming. The PlayStation Plus free games.
You add them to the library, but you don't need to...
Yeah, I do
download
that
them.
so much. Every time there's free games, I'm just...
Yeah.
But that being said, it loops around onto my current problem with gaming. I don't.
You don't game?
I sat down and played Smash the other day for 30 minutes, and I was like, alright, that's enough.
Oh, man.
I gotta clean my house and do the gutters.
Do you do the gutters?
I don't have to do the gutters.
You don't have to.
I should, because the fucking maintenance doesn't do it. But I mean, like, I've been doing adult shit.
Well, it's this. You're currently doing a semester in school, so...
And I'm gonna be done.
You're gonna be done.
I'm done now.
Yeah?
So,
Are you done now?
I've had my final today.
Oh, so we can start playing Borderlands 1
Yes.
more, because you'll have more time over on Mondays.
We can just beat that in an afternoon.
Oh, that'd be a dream.
Just beating it in an afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wish I was doing, like, work slightly less, but I'll take leaving at 4:30 every day.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That being said, those days at work where I was just doing nothing, or I was leaving at noon or 12:30,
To go to school?
go to school, come back at 3, it was relaxing.
That makes sense.
Not the greatest setup, though, because I was, like, just tired when I got to class, and I was like, I'm just going to be on my phone for a second.
Right.
I gotta beat Nier. That's my game plan.
Oh my god, you've been saying that for 2 years.
I know, but I'm gonna do it. All I have to do is the hard stuff.
2 years.
All I have to do is I have to play the game now, and that's the worst thing.
I think everything else was the worst thing.
Yeah, you're right. The gardening was... I had luck with the gardening, so that wasn't that bad. The weapon farming was terrible. The fishing was pretty god-awful, but I did that in like 2 sessions. So nothing is worse than weapon farming. The weapon farming was be-all, end-all. A nightmare.
Correct.
It's a piece of shit.
Sounds about right.
But now I have to speedrun the game. I have to make a new file, kill 100 sheep, and then speedrun the game. Speedrun all the bosses.
Ooh.
That's included in the speedrun of the game.
Ooh.
I'm going to try and do it all in one go. And then I'm going to beat that file, and then beat the game for real. Get the real ending. I don't think I'm done.
Hopefully.
And then I can give you the PS3 back.
Oh my god, that's what's keeping me.
That's what's keeping the PS3. That's literally it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot that you played on the PS3. Well,
Now
yeah,
I can
beat
play
it.
Nier Automata.
Oh. Are you ever going to pick that up?
I have it,
Oh.
so I should.
Oh, God. Give it to me. I need another game to play.
It's downloaded. You can download
Oh.
it. I already offered you to download it.
Oh.
I literally was like, hey, you
It's
can
on the
download Nier
Xbox?
Automata. It's on PS4.
Oh, God.
And you said no. You said you wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to. There's only so many times I can look at a robot's ass for me to consider buying a game. For me to consider buying a game. What the fuck was that?
You played Mass Effect 3, right?
Yeah,
What's in that?
I enjoy the story.
Oh. You can forgive that robot ass. That one's not optional.
You think 2Bs is optional?
You don't have to scroll the camera down. Probably ever. It's a hack and slash action game.
You will.
Yeah. I gotta get the trophy. I gotta platinum it.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a trophy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Video games.
What's the... I don't know what I'm going to say.
What are you gonna say?
I don't know what
Think
I'm going
about
to
your
say.
next words carefully, because you could alienate all of our viewer base with your next
The
words.
2 people? One person. No one?
Watch yourself, fucker. They're alienated.
No!
Is it the end of the episode?
No way.
We're at 15
We're
minutes.
only at 15 minutes. You said before we started we can always get to like 45 an hour.
We always do. What do you think about video games? Have you ever heard of them?
Yes, that.
Shit, yeah, you're right. Your Devil May Cry is getting released for the Switch?
Is it?
The first one.
What?
Yeah.
I don't
The
care.
HD re-release.
Great.
But Dante's confirmed for Smash.
No.
Yes.
I don't want him in Smash.
That's too bad.
He has no... No.
He's in Smash.
He's gonna be a Joker clone.
He is gonna be a Joker clone.
It's just
Instead of-
dude with sword and gun.
Instead of getting to Arsene, he gets to his Devil Trigger.
Stop it. Stop putting people with sword and gun in the game.
You either get sword or sword and gun.
That's the DLC. Those are the big DLC names. You got Cloud, sword. You got Bayonetta, gun. You got
Ryu.
Joker, gun. You have Dante, gun and sword.
Roy, sword.
Sword. Yeah. Plant, gun.
It's like they got product put out of the way. They were like, here's our unique, interesting character, and then we're gonna put like Joker. He's like a chic, but Arsene shows up sometimes. And then hey, he's Dante. He's like Joker, but
Crash Bandicoot.
no, we're not getting Crash Bandicoot.
You don't think so?
We're never getting Crash
I
Bandicoot.
think we're gonna
in
get
Smash.
Gino.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Someone made a big old theory about how Gino's gonna be in Smash.
They're wrong.
Sakurai wanted to put him in the last few games, though.
Sakurai wants to sleep, and that's not gonna happen either.
Oh, no. I do feel bad knowing that he is very tired and very, like, I don't know if checked out's the right word for him right now, but seeing him do, like, the gallery... Have you seen him do that?
No.
Comment on pictures taken in
No.
the game? Well, he makes comments, he makes funny jokes about it, and I'm like, oh, that's funny, but then I can never get the thought of him being so tired of Smash.
Him having an IV in while he's like,
Yeah.
"Haha, look at that picture of Smash."
Oh, God. Makes me feel awful.
Do you think I'm just gonna buy it?
What?
They re-releasing Devil May Cry HD on the Switch.
Just one?
Just one, apparently, not the collection.
That seems peculiar.
I can't imagine anybody buys it.
So, here's the thing. I realized game collections don't work on the Switch. At least on American Switch cartridges. Because Final Fantasy X and X-2 Final Fantasy X is the only one on the cartridge. And there's a download code for 10.2 in the box.
Right, the best way to make a collection.
So effectively, it doesn't work if it's a used copy.
Perfect.
But the weirdest thing is in like the Asian releases,
They're both on there?
the cartridges are big enough to get them on there.
What the fuck?
They do it to cut down on cost, but like,
Nice.
it's such a weird way of doing it. I suppose if you're getting it, you're probably not going to sell it.
Yeah.
Because it's for nostalgia's sake.
I would love to know how the sales are on that and who the fuck is buying it.
Yeah.
Is it people who've never played them before? Or is it people who've played them and this is their 5th time playing it?
I don't know, man. It's so weird to look at like the audience for a re-release that has been re-released before and before, because I'm looking at Final Fantasy X and X-2 for the PS3, the HD re-release. That's the building block for every other.
They get re-released for the PS4?
Yes, of course.
Jesus Christ.
Final Fantasy XII is getting a re-release.
That's pretty hype.
I don't care.
I can't wait to see Gabriel.
Great.
Wait, was that 11?
No, that's 12. Don't worry.
Whoa!
11 had nothing of note. It was like a
Gabriel.
it was like a multiplayer thing. I think.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Like it attempted an MMO.
That's what I was thinking also. Like
I hear so little about it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you hear... So, if you're talking about Final Fantasy, you hear a lot about 7. You hear a lot about 10.
yeah.
You hear a lot about 13. You hear a lot about 15.
Yes.
Then you hear a lot
About
about
4.
14.
Yeah. 14's constantly going.
Still going. But otherwise, you don't really hear anything about Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the games that are... Well, you also hear about 4.
You hear about 4, you hear about, like, 1.
You don't hear about 1. No one talks about 1.
Yeah, nobody talks about
You hear about 4 because people... Like, there was, like, a thing that it wasn't ported or something.
It's never been re-released. Or we got the mobile port that was, like, fucking bad.
That was fucking...
It was fucking bad.
Yeah. I don't know enough about the Final Fantasy series to, like, comment on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just making, like, little asides.
Part of me is curious about 9.
That's the one with the monkey boy?
Yeah, Zidane. Or Zidane, whatever his name is.
Zidane.
Strangely enough, that's true.
I know, I'm very good.
Vivi is from that,
Huh.
and he has an existential crisis.
Yeah, because
He doesn't live long. They don't live long. That's the whole thing about those guys.
Those guys.
Yeah, those guys in the blue coats and the yellow hats. They don't live long, and Vivi's like, I'm scared of that.
I don't want to die.
But
Zidane.
See, here's the thing that sucks about that. Could you imagine, like, this, you as a person, you're like, oh man, I'm living my life. I'm living my long 100-year life, and I'm having a good time with it. And then you walk up, and someone's like, hey, I live 1,000 years. That's my life. That's my normal lifespan. How does that make you feel?
I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed.
I'd be angry at them.
Whoa.
Help me, motherfucker.
Help. You gotta help me, man.
Do something. You fuckers have been alive 1,000 years. Use your magic to save me.
How do you think elves how do you think elven generations work? What do you think? Say elves live 5,000 years.
And they have one kid.
They'd only have one kid?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think that's enough? Do you think that, like, would be...
I think that's more than enough for those elvish bastards.
That would be a... So, on average, the elves only have one kid.
Yeah, so, like, the normal human family is, like, 2.5.
So, the elves would decline in population, then.
No.
If
Well,
that-
what humans would see as a population decline is nothing to beings that live 1,000 years.
Right, but if they only have one kid, that's still, like, they're going to die. 2 of them are going to die, and 1 will live on. And then he'll have 1 kid. And then the same thing will happen.
But they won't die if they live to be 1,000, right?
Yeah.
They got plenty of time. Don't worry about that shit. Fucking, what's his name? Prime Minister of Japan.
Right.
He can figure that one out later. What the fuck is his name?
I don't know.
Damn it! My phone is over there on the charger. The portable charger, but if I pick it up, it won't charge anymore.
Yes.
Damn it! What is the Prime Minister, the Elvish Prime Minister of Japan?
The Elvis Prime Minister of Japan, what's his name?
What's his name?
I don't know. If I try to make a joke, I think I might just be racist.
You're racist anyways, though, so...
Alright, might as well go in on it.
In that case... I got a Russian accent you're gonna love.
Oh, God.
Damn it! I'm gonna look it up because it's gonna fucking haunt me.
Okay. So...
Time for Williams only IRL while Ben uses Google.
All over in the corner.
I'm so far away. Oh, this is magic cards.
Oh, come on, man. I don't... Yeah, if the average fertility... Like, it can't be the case, right? Too many people would be like... Like, there'd be so many... If you look at the elves from a normal lifespan, from their point of view,
Yeah.
that's a bad thing. That's like a bad, like a population decrease.
Shinzo Abe.
Shinzo Abe.
Yeah, that's the one.
You racist.
Oh! I said that's his actual name.
Right.
But no, yeah, I mean, so I guess they have to have, yeah, I mean, you have to have at least 2.5 children for any kind of population growth.
Right. You
Per
need to have...
family.
Yeah, you need to have like 3 children. Because if you have 2, you're just replacing who you are.
So, but if... And that's the weird thing about elves, and it's why I dislike them
Yeah.
as a concept. My least favorite fantasy concept is races that have different aging than other races.
So you don't like... You don't like dwarves, you don't like...
Nope.
Why is that?
I dislike the implications of it. I don't like the idea that what is a generation, what is a huge time for one race
Is a small little thing
is just
for-
like a small fling. Like, imagining your entire lifespan as a decade of somebody else's lifespan.
Is sad.
That's terrible.
Yeah, when it's the whole, with the Kirk and Spock thing, because Vulcans live so much longer than humans.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be fine with it if it was one of those situations, like, kind of with, in Mass Effect, not considering, hold on. Quarians, Turians, humans, all live in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Solari, Asari live to be, like, they have, like, a set out life.
Yeah.
They're, like, live to 1,000, usually. That's their normal thing.
Solarians live short life.
Solarians live, like, 40 to 50 years.
Yeah.
50 if they're lucky. Like, 35 is, like, almost pushing it.
And if you're not lucky, well, it's whenever you get back to the Krogan planet.
Morn was old. What I like about Krogans is they don't have to live to 1,000. They get to 1,000 through sheer grit and determination. They're like turtles. If they're tough, they can live that long. Usually Krogans don't live that long. If they're
by virtue of Krogans. By virtue of Krogans, they are naturally outgoing, shall we say.
Yeah. but that's what but if you're outgoing enough, you do make it to 1,000.
You are the
Like-
most outgoing.
There are two characters there are three Krogan companions in Mass Effect. There is the first one, or not Rex, who is in fact in his thousands. So he saw. It's so interesting because they see so much, but most of them aren't too smart, so they just are soldiers that have seen so much.
Yeah.
Grunt, opposite. Born yesterday.
Yes.
And he's just doing all that. But he's gonna live a long time.
Yes.
He's Grunt. And then there's Drax in Andromeda, who is Rex, but pushing into the 1500s.
Whoa.
Can you look up Drax's age real quick?
Drex?
Drax.
I'm just gonna get the
Mass
Guardians of the Galaxy character.
Mass Effect Andromeda Drax. I believe that's his name.
Drac.
Sorry.
Nakmor Drac.
Right. It's been a minute since I played Andromeda.
Yeah,
Here I am spinning not Rex around though.
I mean, you're never gonna forget. Origin T'Chaka, height 196 centimeters, weight 340 kgs.
That's kilograms. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a good 700 pounds.
How old is he though?
He's an aged and grizzled veteran, even by Krogan standards. He has spent over 1,400 years causing a ruckus in the Milky Way,
There it is.
wearing the title of soldier, mercenary, and at times pirate.
1,400. Check out Rex. Drac is kind of I feel like Drac is kind of cheating because he has said a lot of him is he has
Prosthetics,
artificial
yeah.
stuff, yeah. Although I guess it's not, a prosthetic leg isn't cheating. I don't know if he has that, but I know he has synthetic organs and stuff.
I was gonna say, how much?
Some of him is synthetic for sure. I know they wouldn't push too far with Rex. I'm pretty sure he's 900 something. He's definitely old.
Oh,
How old is he?
I searched age. Can you guess what? There are 55 results. Can you guess why that might be?
For who?
For Rex.
I'll
I'll give you a hint. It's the end of a word.
Oh. Rex age? No, wait, this seems wrong. This seems weird. What is this?
Genophage.
Oh.
Born into clan Urnat, Rex quickly gained fame for his prowess in battle. He became a leader of one of the smaller Urnat tribes while a youth. The youngest Krogan to be granted the honor in 1,000 years. Damn it, that's not it.
I know he's good.
Take years to formulate the cure. I don't know if it says the age.
What? That's surprising.
I mean, it's not on the fandom wiki, so.
Huh.
Hold on. Urnat Rex Mass Effect age Overwatch?
What? Rex is in Overwatch? Shit,
Oh, you know it.
The new hero, that Mass Effect crossover.
It has never been. It's presumed he's one of the longest lived characters we've met.
They don't know?
Yeah, I don't think we know.
Huh.
Oh, huh.
What?
There's a theory, though, that due to the redundant organ systems and their regeneration healing weight, that Krogan don't die of old age. They're like lobsters.
Yeah, they are, in fact, probably lobsters. It's the redundant nervous systems? Is that what it's called?
The redundant organ systems.
Right.
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment until the invention of gunpowder weapons. Eaten by predators was still the number one cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot.
Yeah. Krogans are fun.
Apparently he's older than 700. They say it in the Citadel DLC.
Okay.
He makes it as a like a passing comment.
Okay. That makes sense then. Because I know he wasn't... I know they wouldn't, like, push too far with that one. But, like...
Yeah.
I think they pushed very far with Drac.
I think that was the point. They were just like, how old can we make this guy?
As old as we want?
It's fantasy. You can do whatever you want. How do you kill a vampire?
You can do whatever the fuck you want. They're
Whatever
fiction.
the fuck you want. It's not real.
But no, Krogans are the opposite of Asari. In that regard.
Because Asari use their long lifespans to set up matriarchy and councils and rules.
Krogans kill themselves. Krogans get killed by other people.
Eaten by predators.
Yeah, I think Turians can push to 200, but it's rare. Just because, like, look at them. Of course they're living to 200.
I think the real thing I dislike about it is that it becomes an issue then. It's like once you know that somebody else is living to 1,000,
Yeah.
then it calls into play your own mortality. Then you gotta ask the questions of like, what does my lifespan mean?
Right.
Is it possible to live longer than I'm living currently?
Can I put Asari DNA in my own?
Yeah. Is it incorrect to just breed up have a bunch of human-elf hybrids?
Liaro is like, well, that's the... yeah, half-elves live like 150 years.
Yeah, so then like...
But it's such a bad gain. It's
So-
such a bad...
Then you just have to keep fucking more and more elves.
Well, like half-elves?
One elf living 1,000 years could fuck 1,000 humans.
And they will.
And then birth 1,000 elf-human children.
And they would they want that?
And then
Would they
those
want...
elf-human children can go on to fuck other elves and have 75% elf.
Elves are stuck up assholes.
25%. But they live longer, so they're the best.
No, wait. That's not the rule here, right?
It sucks. There's no reason for it. It doesn't add anything to stories.
They're isolationist assholes most of the time who live long for no reason, and if like humans try to mate with them, they hate the children that come out of it.
So that's the lesson, right? That's the lesson, is that it doesn't matter how long you live, it's what you do with your time here.
That's exactly correct.
That's always what I don't like that lesson.
That's the lesson you need. That's the lesson. What? There's no meaning to life. Just don't be an asshole.
You can live 1,000 years, but if you're an asshole, you fucking suck.
You ruined it.
People like elves.
No.
People do.
Well, they like Legolas because he's hanging out with Gimli.
That's the only reason.
Only reason.
By proximity to Gimli. That's why it didn't work when they put him in the Hobbit movies.
They put Legolas in?
They put Legolas in.
Well, they made it. Did you see the nod they had to Gimli in it?
No.
So Legolas, like one of the dwarves got caught off guard and it dropped a picture, and Legolas picked it up and it's like, who is this vile creature? And the dwarf's like, that's my little boy, Gimli. And I'm like, that's kind of fun, but it was like not well received in the video I was watching it in, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's kind of funny though.
All the dwarves are dead. Also, second
They're not dead. They leave. They don't die.
What?
Only Thorin Oakshield dies.
Oh, I thought all the dwarves died.
No, I thought that too.
I thought that was the Mines of Moria scene. This is like the last of the dwarves.
No, that's his cousins.
Ah.
He was sent from dwarves. He went back to his home.
That would have been a bigger
I
plot.
looked that up, and they're like, no, Gimli's not the last dwarf.
I guess it would have been a bigger thing if it was like, hey, we're having this fellowship meeting, everybody, we're going to take this ring to Mordor. Legolas was sent from the elves, and
Gimli's
Aragorn's
here.
sent from the men. Gimli is sent from the dwarves, but we don't talk about that, because he's the only one.
Why is he going on this trip? I don't want to live anymore. Gimli, oh no!
Fuck.
Gimli was in the second movie. He's like, dwarves would just spring out of the ground. Now they don't do it anymore. Where are they?
Ooh, Gimli.
And everyone is like, what? Are you the last dwarf,
You
Gimli?
should have seen it. Female dwarves had beards. It was ridiculous.
They had beards. That's my wee little lad, Gimli. I miss my dad. He would say that about me.
Legolas like, yeah, I know. I was there. Did you guys know I was there?
Gimli is under 100.
He's 12.
How is Gimli that, like, old-looking in dwarven years?
I mean, dwarves don't live that long.
They live like 400 years.
What?
Gimli fucking... Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, we have the cards.
We have the cards.
He's older than 100, isn't he?
Gimli, yeah, wait.
Let's get the cards.
Let's get the cards.
For reference, we have these Top Trumps trading cards. Or not trading cards, but like for each of the Lord of the Rings
Gimli?
movies.
Where's Gimli?
They'll use for some family game nights, but they've got fun facts that are just some straight up bullshit sometimes.
Gimli. There's Gimli. Gimli in Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King is in fact 139.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
So then look at the dwarves card.
The dwarves are in their 400s.
Give me this half. Give me
Oh,
give me some half of these cards. I want to do something. Some of them are upside down.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get fun facts.
Where's Gimli in that one?
He's 139 still.
Yeah.
My favorite ones are the ones that go up because of time. There's a Gondorian warrior who's 35.
What a mid 30s life to
The
have.
Haradrim, who are 29.
What a Haradrim.
Like stuff I didn't know here. Like the Witch King is 42090.
Oh.
Eomer's 30. Gorbag is 1860.
Shit, man, he sure is.
Which is pretty ridiculous when you think about it. Think about like orc lifespans.
How old is he?
He's 1860.
Well, orcs live long. This orc is 248. He's an Isengard orc.
That's ridiculous.
Why are humans the only short-lived things?
Did you find the dwarves card?
Oh, here they are.
There they are.
The dwarves are... only 180.
Yeah, I don't think dwarves live to be like 400.
You're right.
I think they 200. I think that's where they cap out.
They cap out at 200, I think. That's fine. I know Aragorn capped out at like 215.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite facts learning about this game, is that he's 87 in the Two Towers.
He says that in the movie, though.
Yeah, he says he's old.
Bilbo is 128.
That's a fun fact also.
How old
The
is Bilbo in The Hobbit? Is he 28? He couldn't be 28, right?
Probably not. I don't think it's 100 years between The Hobbit and the...
Wouldn't it make sense, though?
That'd be fun. Gandalf's 2018.
Right. He was last year, and then he's 2019 in the final movie.
Legolas is just straight up 7,000.
Yeah.
Like, no shit. He's 7,000.
How do you have any zest for life after that long?
Like, you'd get bored. You just get bored.
Till you meet Gimli.
I'm bored. Shadowfax is 28.
Yeah, the horse is older than us.
How old's... What's... Treebeard's like 17,000?
Let me find Treebeard. This is a bad podcast, right?
You have all the... This is a fun Lord of the Rings fact podcast.
Pick that up.
Galadriel's 7,500.
Treebeard's old. I know that. Dunderling Wildman is also 35.
He's older than we are.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, then there's the...
Gimli... Here's a fun thing about Gimli. As sturdy in spirit as he is in stature, Gimli the Dwarf is a formidable warrior. After the disbanding of the Fellowship and the scattering of its members, Gimli develops a strong and unlikely friendship with Legolas the Elf and Aragorn the Mortal Man. Why do they call him the Mortal Man? All three of them are going to die at some point.
Frodo is 50.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about Hobbit ages. Treebeard is 1,000.
Nope.
Oh, no, 17,051.
Yep. That's great.
That he's that old.
Sauron is old as shit too, isn't he? Is he older? No.
Sauron. No, Treebeard's older.
Treebeard is the oldest character in this.
Yeah.
No, Sauron is older.
How much?
27,000. 61.
So 10,000 years old now.
10,000 years older. What the fuck happens in Lord of the Rings?
That doesn't really matter, right? 10,000 years with those types of lifespans don't
like,
matter.
It's just, 10,000 years.
Could you imagine how little Treebeard must care about Merry and Pippin?
Yeah,
these two 30-something-year-olds show up, and Treebeard's like, "Oh, the flies are talking to me."
Dude, how fucked is it, though, that like, Treebeard's like, the Ents have been around forever, and they'll always, oh, fuck, fire! Oh, fuck!
Industry!
I don't want to die!
Oh, God! Kill them all!
That's such a funny...
Flood them!
Because he's got all the speeches, and he's like, the trees will always... Oh, fuck!
Oh, no! Because that's the whole point, right?
Also, I don't know how old... cutting back to Shadow of War, I have to beat that game.
Yeah.
Cutting back to that for a second, how old is the one dude, like Sauron's friend?
Celebrimbor?
Celebrimbor. Celebrate?
He has nothing to celebrate.
Celebrimbor. How old is he that him and Sauron were, like, friends? They were buddies.
They were both elves.
But... Sauron's 27,000 years old.
Celebrimbor was probably that old.
There's no way.
You're looking it up.
I'll look up Celebrimbor's age. We're getting to 45 minutes to an hour on this fucking podcast.
Oh my god.
We are champions.
We're 46.
Whoa, we're so good. Celebrimbor.
Celery.
His name means silver fist or hand of silver in Sindarin.
Oh, really? What's Sindarin? How many languages did...
Oh no, Celebrimbor's other name is Telperinquar.
Stop it.
He was the prince of the Noldor, the lord of Eregion, the head of Gwaith Isle Meridyne, and the Ringmaker. His birth is YT ? His death is SA 1697, War of Elves and Sauron.
Yeah?
More. It doesn't
want
to tell me his age. Oh, wait, biography. Celebrimbor was the first son of Curufin.
Great.
The fifth son of Fëanor.
No!
Son of Finwë.
Give me the age!
And first wife of Miriel and Nerdanel. Nerdanel.
Stop it. Give me his age.
Doesn't want to tell me his birthday.
I dub thee Nerdanal. No, Nerdanal. What?
He, in fact, repudiated his father's deeds and did not follow his father and uncle when they were expelled from Nargothrond.
For what? What did they do? That was worse than making the One Ring.
They were banished from Nargothrond. Okay, so we know that in SA 1500. Oh wait, no. Celebrimbor settled in Eregion in the Second Age and started dealing with the dwarves of the realm of Khazad-dûm. In SA 1500, Sauron, calling himself Anatar, Lord of Gifts, befriended the Noldor of Eregion. In secret, he forged the One Ring. His father name was Telperinquar. His mother name remains unknown. The name Celebrimbor is a translation of his father's name. Character, important works. It's got his family tree.
No, great.
Other forms of the Legendarium. This was an actual character. I really thought they just made him up for
Definitely
a video
not.
game.
You thought they made up the Ringmaker?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
No, what's crazy is that they go into every part of his family tree.
The Silmarillion is a nightmare.
Celebrimbor age.
Give me that.
Tell me his age.
You're telling me Tolkien wrote all of this and didn't give us the age?
He was born... he's pretty old. So he was at least 2,287.
At least? That's baby years.
It says 2,287 plus. Yeah, that's super young as far as elves go, but he did die. He was killed.
He was killed as like a... Yeah. He was killed when he was like a normal, like, family man.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
He was ruling a place for a while.
Yeah?
Can you... I want to necessitate again that he was ruling for like 748 years.
Oh boy.
That's barely a tenth of Legolas's life.
They're immortal.
Yeah.
They're freaking immortal, dude.
Like, at that point, death is, like, not even a... Can you imagine an elf dying of old age at that point?
It doesn't happen.
Like, oh, fuck. He's getting so old.
Sauron can't even die right.
He's an eye.
Yeah, but he was an elf at first.
He was an elf at some point. What do you think about Lord of the Rings? What do you...
I wish I could read the Silmarillion.
No, you don't.
I want that. I want that kind of lore. I want to make that kind of lore.
Can you imagine if one day, if, like, the future happens, and, like...
Shit.
And then people like your work so much that they want to know when you had college friends and were in the army?
Oh, is that the movie?
Tolkien coming out now in theaters.
Robo's knocking.
He's hungry.
He's knocking down a lot of shit now, and I think that's got to be where we call it.
Yeah, that's the end of the episode.
Well, here's a quick thing. Could you imagine, like, one day you just, like, notice that I've released all of the books I ever wanted to write, and then I write my Silmarillion?
I'm at Barnes and Borders.
Because they've of course they exist. It's next week.
And then I'm just like, oh, hey, think Mom would like this for Mother's Day? Mother's Day's coming up. This is going to be out Mother's Day. Hope you guys got your mom something nice.
We're going to upload this on Sunday.
Yes, that's when I always upload stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Always. Get your mother something nice. Bye, guys.
It's too late.
Oh.